What is the future of real estate brokerages? Virtual, brick and mortar? Is it a hybrid? Is it a teamerage? Who do I think is ultimately going to win? Find out right here in this video. Stick with me. So to pull the arrow back, every single Friday for our broker partners here at the locker room, I do something called Coffee with Jake. We just spend 30 minutes in the morning talking about whatever's going on in our businesses, whatever's going on in the industry, whatever's going on in our life. And today I put out the question to our broker partners, hey, where do you see the future of real estate brokerages in 2 or 3 years? Every day it seems right now there's a new merger, a new acquisition, or NAR lawsuits, Inman News articles coming out. There's a lot of disruption happening right now and uncertainty happening right now. And so we had a lot of different perspectives, some great dialogue. None of us know what's going to happen, but it sure is fun and to a certain extent beneficial to be thinking that way so we can think more strategically and we can pivot and get ahead of the future. And with that in mind, at the very end, and I don't have to be right, but at the very end, after everybody shared their thoughts, I shared mine. And here's what I said, and I'd love your thoughts too. All right, I said, look, I don't know if it matters in the end if it's a virtual brokerage, it's a brick and mortar, it's a teamerage, it's a hybrid model, there's rev share, there's profit share, there's caps, there's 100% commit. I'm not sure that all that matters because I'm willing to bet on people. We are human beings. We're least connected than ever before. We've got artificial intelligence and all these things happening. And I'm going to err on the side of science and what we know to be true about people. And Tony Robbins talks about this a lot, the 6 human needs, one of which is connection and love, one of which is certainty. Okay. So you look at all those, especially that connection piece. My prediction or my belief system, again, I don't have to be right. I don't have a crystal ball, neither do you, is that the brokerages, the teams that are going to win and sustain themselves into the future, it's not so much about all those other mechanics as it is about the ones who are masters at community building. They have built the skill set to be a community builder, a leadership skill set to be a leader that others want to be attracted to. They've got the soft coaching skills to be able to develop and pour into other people like a professional coach would. So I believe that's what it's going to take, regardless of the other mechanics. It's those who can help people feel seen, feel heard, feel valued and appreciated, recognized and loved. And I shared with them, I'm going on 9 years now running a virtual real estate coaching and training company. I love what I do. It's also one of the most challenging things I've ever done in my life. Why? Because at best, I get to see my coaches and I get to see my partners twice a year, maybe at best. It is incredibly challenging to run a business where we can't high five and hug each other in the hallways and get together for in-person meetings and stuff. That dynamic is important. So I believe the wave of the future is going to be those who are great facilitators and great community builders to lead people towards that connective tissue that brings them together, feeling loved, recognized, and a part of something greater than themselves. How that's delivered, I'm not sure, but I do believe it takes a great leader and a skill set of leadership and community building to create that environment, however somebody goes about it. But I can tell you it is one of the most challenging things, which means it's even more important that when we do our in-person locker room events and things, that we come together because that's our time to hug each other's necks, to break bread with each other, to have a drink and just good old-fashioned conversation. Because I believe at the end of the day, all the artificial stuff and all the virtual things are great, and yet nothing is going to replace a real authentic connection with another human being and forming real relationships offline and just sustaining them and nurturing them online in the meantime. What are your thoughts? You drop a comment below. This is a big topic, could be a controversial one, but I just believe fundamentally it doesn't matter whether it is virtual or brick and mortar, but we need to be careful not to cannibalize each other along the way. But the ones who will emerge, gain market share and sustainability for a long time, I believe are the ones that know how to be a great, great community builder. What are your thoughts?